Bonjour, rebonjour à toutes et à tous. On est toujours ici à Studio M, le studio implanté en plein cœur d'Esprit Meuble et d'Esprit Contract. Et on va maintenant parler de l'expérience d'achat. Et figurez-vous qu'on va le faire en anglais avec notre prochain invité. Il parle français, mais c'est vrai que pour cette interview, ce sera plus confortable pour lui en anglais. Donc, how to improve the buying experience, how can make the designers, the retailers, the manufacturers be connected to do so. How does the technology help in this perspective? That's what we are going to talk now with you, Anand Krishnan. Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You have to take the mic, otherwise.
Good afternoon. Is that clear?
Thank you for being with us. You've been the CEO of Thinkly for 6 months now. Thinkly, which is born from the merger of CompuSoft and 2020 3 years ago. What would you say about the vision of your company and the purpose of this merger that took place 3 years ago?
Absolument. Avant qu'on commence, et comme je vous ai prévenu, j'avais parlé en anglais.
Ouais.
Parce que j'ai appris le français en lisant la série entière des Astérix et Gaulois. C'est pas un vocabulaire qui est vraiment facile à
Pour le business.
Pour expliquer. Oui.
Néanmoins, vous parlez très bien français, on vous en félicite.
No, merci. So Thinkly was formed a couple of years ago by the merger of two well-known companies that already play in the space. They both make products, they have loyal customers, they have been around for decades. The union of these two, though, today gives us a business that I would say is broader in vision and much bigger in ambition compared to what we had before. And what do I mean by that? This is a show full of retailers, les distributeurs. If I think of what do they wake up and obsess about, they want to see their customer wake up, have a spark of an idea. They're not sure yet, but they think they might want to buy something. We want to get them as quickly and easily as possible through the process of inspiration, designing, selling. We want to make that journey as easy as possible with technology, which means the right application in the right place on the right device. And then there's all the manufacturers that are also here, even more so today, maybe. And for those folks, what matters is that when someone has made an order, that order is accurately configured, that it's a real price, that you can manufacture it efficiently and send it out on time. And we provide software that automates that floor. So if you think of that entire user journey from initial idea inspiration all the way through to designing, selling, manufacturing, usage, our goal is to make that entire process, not just one application, but that entire process leaner, faster, better, more cost-effective. And then a single secret sauce that sits behind all of this is not just the software, but Thinkly also sits on the largest database of catalogs in the industry. There's over 2,000 manufacturers, over 200 manufacturers, over 14,000 catalogs. There's about 40 million plus kitchens that get produced just through our software today. All of that is data that is available digitally. It's what makes the applications so real, so that when you build something in them, it's not just an hallucination, it's not just a pretty pixel, it is actually a real part, something you can buy.
So you have a huge database, you have very powerful software that comes along with it, but how you said we want to make it easy. How can you manage to make it easy for any retailers or manufacturers to use, and how can you make it, I would say, like convenient to use, pleasant to use?
Exactly. So I'll give you a couple of examples, right? So one of the best things, the greatest things, we talked today about the fact that the average customer today is more demanding, they want more choices. This is all true. It's also true that they are much more online. They are always within reach of a screen. They are surrounded by information. They're very comfortable making choices online. So imagine a scenario where someone is they're sitting at their kitchen table eating breakfast. They look across at their kitchen and they think, I wonder, like, what would this look like? Normally, you never see that customer until 9 months later when they come into your store. Today, you have the option of letting that person take a picture of their kitchen, throwing it into an application on their phone, saying, do something with this. Show me what it could look like, right? And this is where AI plays a role, and you can auto-design a kitchen. Now, That's one step. You've already started the buyer journey. You've made it possible for them to explore these things. The next step, though, is the really harder one, and that's what we really sort of specialize in, which is anyone can design a kitchen, even an AI can design a kitchen.
I can't.
I can't either. Anyone can, let's say, AI can design you a kitchen, but as soon as you stop and say, how much does that kitchen cost? Can I buy it? The answer is going to be no and no, because AI has produced for you what is a bunch of pretty pictures. And this is where the data I talked about matters. So when we talk about AI, we talk about that AI designed kitchen, but one in which
With a closet that
yeah.
actually exists, so I can buy it and I can build the kitchen
Exactly
I see on my picture.
Is that every cabinet, every drawer, every handle is a real part with a price. You can price it. You can say, I want to buy it. The manufacturer will receive something he can actually make. That changes the game, right? So right there, you have made it easier for someone to go from initial idea to something that actually can be purchased.
Would you say this is the main issue the sector has to face now? That kind of journey you have to offer to your customer, to your buyers? Or do you see any other big challenges they're going to have to face in the coming years?
Well, look, I mean, you can talk about challenges in two ways. We can talk about the market. It's been a tough couple of years. I think in general, most of us feel like the next 2 years will be easier than the 2 years gone by. But that isn't something we entirely control our destiny on. Going back to the customer, though, the challenges are the fact that a customer will be more demanding. The positive in that, though, is you can now start you can reach out and start your selling process while someone is waiting for a plane at the airport, right? You can reach out and start the selling process at their kitchen table. The biggest thing, though, when you think about the journey that people talk about, you have to think about how do I get the applications and the data to follow the customer wherever they are, right? So I described an AI-led journey before that starts on a phone, but maybe they save that thing. Maybe they look it up later on a laptop. Maybe they send it to a family member who opens it up somewhere else. Maybe you walk into a store and the designer can now open up the same design you've saved. This following of the customer through that journey is, again, only possible in a world where you do everything in the cloud, which is what we do. But this is the core, I'd say, shift from 10 years ago when you wanted the person to come into your store, and now when you can reach out and touch them much earlier, and they will still probably finish in your store, but you have a much broader sales engine.
So taking all this into account, what are the main opportunities that you see in this market?
Two big ones. Again, speaking as a customer, I would say the biggest chance you have two things you can do. You can spread your net much wider in terms of who you ever reach out to. Secondly, for the people that do come into your realm, you can get them through that engine much faster through some of the examples we talked about, the use of AI, the use of cloud, and applications that understand all of this, data that understands all of this. On the manufacturer side, one of their biggest headaches often is they receive a scan of a handwritten document, which has to be translated without mistakes into something that can be produced. That goes away in a digital world. I think those are two big, I think, differences for how it used to be versus how it can be for them.
And now, how are you going to serve the market better? What are the leads of your investments now?
So we're obviously, everything I just described to you is something that we either do today or will do very near term. So these are massive areas of investment for us. How do you take all the applications and make them know that they all exist so they can talk to each other? How do you make all of our applications use data that is digitized once? You take the catalog, you make a digital copy of the catalog, and now anywhere in the world, any customer, any retailer touching that catalog will see the single item, the same price. If you update it, they see all of that. That's a big investment for us. All of our applications moving to the cloud. In our booth, you will see the same name, Winner, that most of our customers recognize, except we now call it Winner Flex. What is Flex? Flex is the cloud platform that sits behind all of our applications. It's the same app you know, but it's better now because there is a significant amount of cloud computing sitting behind it. It means that the rendering is better because Flex provides it. It means you can share projects and save them in the cloud because Flex provides it, and so on. Those would be two out of the, I'd say a longer list, but two big ones that jump out of the top.
To end, is the one thing you would like to say to your potential customers here at Esprit Meuble? What should they know about Syncly and where the company is headed?
Here's what I would say to them. To anyone here that is a retailer, I would say, or a manufacturer, I would say you are laser focused on designing, selling, producing great products that make your customers' lives happy, that make your business grow. We are laser focused on making that process easier, faster, better through the power of software. I know they use software today. They will say that they use software today, but I can promise you that what we can do with this in the future will be substantially more than anything that has been done to date. We can truly get software to do far more of the work than the humans are doing today.
And make it simple.
And make it simple.
Which is the most difficult. Always. Yeah. Thank you very much, Hanan, Krishnan, for being with us today. It was really fascinating what you're talking about, and all the doors that you're opening for all the retailers and the manufacturers. Enjoy your stay in Paris. If you stay a few days here, I don't know. Enjoy your stay here at Esprit Meuble. Merci beaucoup, c'était un vrai plaisir. Comme quoi, Astérix, quand même, j'ai pu discuter avec lui un peu en français avant. Franchement, Astérix, c'est super pour apprendre le français. Thank you very much. Restez avec nous sur Studio M. Dans quelques instants, je vais laisser la place à Frédéric Marty, au camarade Frédéric Marty, qui va recevoir ses invités et qui va parler d'hôtellerie et d'hospitality. Et puis nous, on se retrouve un tout petit peu plus tard sur Studio M. À tout à l'heure.